The Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association, MACBAN, has told the federal government to make compensation in the form of social support programs available to its members for the losses incurred as a result of banditry and other challenges. The group noted that herdsmen have lost thousands of cattle to such criminal activities across the country, and it would be right for the government to make palliative packages available to them due to the losses. This was part of the content of a communique issued at the end of its one-day National Executive Meeting in Abuja. According to the communique jointly signed by the MACBAN President Muhammad Kiruwa and National Secretary Baba Uthman Ngezama, over 5 million cattle have been lost to banditry, cattle rustling, kidnapping and climate change, and therefore they want the government to make palliative available to them to cushion the effects. The meeting, which had present the 36 state chairmen of the Federation and FCT, condemned the general attack of describing all herdsmen as criminals involved in banditry and kidnapping. It also calls on the federal government to introduce social support programs to alleviate the huge losses of livestock, over 5 million cattle, which have been lost as a result of banditry, cattle rustling, kidnapping, and climate change. The meeting calls on the federal government to carry out sensitization and reorientation programs for pastoralists and revamp the nomadic education program for their children. It also calls on the federal government to deal decisively with our porous borders that makes it possible for the massive proliferation of arms and impose the implementation of ECOWAS Transhuman Certificate Protocol to check influx of herdsmen from neighboring countries. The communique read in part. The group promised that its members will cooperate with the government and all stakeholders to ensure the fight against banditry and kidnapping across the country is successful. Meanwhile, the spokesperson of Yoruba activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho Dapo Salami, on Tuesday noted that the Commissioner for Information in Ogun State, Waheed Odusile, who claimed that his principal was not invited by the state government, lacked the right information. Salami further stated that Igboho would not honor any invitation without an official backing. Recall that the state governor Dapo Abiodun, in a statement released through Odusile, had denied inviting Igbohos to help solve security issues. Salami, while speaking with newsmen in Ibadan on Tuesday, said nobody was killed during Igboho's visit to Ogun State on Monday. The spokesperson of the Yoruba activists described the reports as lies from some mischievous elements working against the interests of Yoruba nation. Okay, that is that. That is what? That is that. One thing is that concerning the Fulani herdsmen, these people, they think they are wise. That the government should do that who are they? Are they government agency or government whatever? This Miyetti. These are the things that Captain Blade was trying to talk about. That the problem, sit down, you went and own it as if, oh, that is it. That it is your own. You are defending them. You are doing this and that. If you said, people are saying all Fulani herdsmen are criminals, but you know that you have some of them that are criminals and they are all over the country at the same time. We have all these Fulani in the country at the same time. Yes, you can say all of them are not criminals, but at the same time, the ones that are all over the country, the ones that are criminals are everywhere. It's not as if it is only happening in Kogi State, or it's only in Kogi State they're having that problem. But every community in this country has felt the impact, the negative impact of this the criminals among them. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? If you say, oh, maybe like you want to even, because there's no way, because if there's any crime that you are talking, you want to attach to other tribes, there is none, because all those ones are doing their own, committing their own crimes at different level, as individual level. But now that a government will come, you see all these things that these people are doing, it's never bothered you, and you are telling us that people, nobody's even well, the government supporting them is even a different ballgame entirely. But the crimes they are committing, they are the ones committing it. And what have you done? Has any of them been arrested? Let anybody from every nook and crannies in this country who have suffered this loss from, or suffer any all this pain from all this Fulani Herdsmen, whether they have been arrested in the first place. The ones that we heard that they were arrested, they were released because they were boasting that yes, they have the connections even to the presidency, and that was why you could hear from the presidency as soon as people said enough is enough. Immediately the presidency came out and started defending them. What are we talking about? You are not defending them. So now they want palliatives. All of the people that they have killed, have they brought them to book? They want palliatives, they want this. But believe you me, even if people are going to come out and say no, they reject that, it cannot happen. The government will still go by the, will still pass back and go and do what they want to do with taxpayers' money. And you think that you are going to be successful? Because this issue of they gave them 100 billion naira one time, this and that, the government is still denying it. And which everybody knows that it is true. The government is still denying it. There was a time they said they wanted to set up a radio station so that all the Fulanis will be hearing all this information and all of that. And it's a lie. If they want to get information, they can get information across the country. Every advert that will be done in Hausa, in Fulani or whatever language in this country. That is how it has been. And that was why they wanted to create this Ruga. And they're just looking for a way that these people will just be established in every state in this country, which is not going to be possible. Now they are looking for palliatives. The same way now you are talking about also that their children will be doing that. All the schools, all the government projects, the government infrastructure on ground. Why is it that they cannot make use of all those ones? They are just looking for a way to bring back this Ruga. And some of them have even suggested that yes, for peace to reign in this country, there must be Ruga must be brought back. Meanwhile, Ganduje is saying that he has already started his own Ruga that can even contain the whole Fulani Herdsmen, the whole West Africa, or in Africa as it may be. So you are looking for palliatives. Those people that you have destroyed, how many of them have been arrested? We have a pocket of people in other tribes, in other regions that are committing offenses, but go and they are all you can't go scot-free. But why is it that police cannot arrest these people? Other people from other tribes who are committing this sin, every day we always see them. We always see police. What do they do? There's a particular word they always parade them. They will show them all this media trial. They will show them. But how many times have they shown all this Hausa Fulanis or the Fulanis or Herdsmen that have been committed? The ones that are criminals, have you prosecuted them? No, you are leaving them. And you will come and be telling us that people said they should just leave. They should just leave like that. But the main issue, you are not touching it. Now they want palliatives. Okay. Something is really wrong in this country. Why would they demand for palliative when their patron is the president? Well, thanks. Okay. They should buy from ransom collected. Okay. Someone say, sense no go kill you, my brother. That is it. The last straw. Maybe they want to draw the last straw. The 100 billion naira that was given to them, we don't even know what they are still talking about. The government is still denying it. But it's unfortunate that the so-called government are supposed to be leading us and setting the pace for integrity, for truthfulness. They are always lying. They will be debunking a lot of things because they are doing bad things. They will be debunking it. And meanwhile, they are doing all these things and they will come out and tell you that they didn't do it. The families of the people that Fulani's Herdsmen killed should first be paid. You can see the majority of them are in the IDP camp. What have they done to them? Nothing. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this palliative that this Miyetti Ãłłäh or Herdsmen, Fulani Herdsmen want from the federal government.